take another look at the shrink machine and what's been done this weekend. So this weekend's goal was to get all of this power source running, figure out how I was going to wire it. Everything's wired to these two boards, which can be removed and hooked onto the side for Honey, I Shrunk, or Honey, I Blew Up the Baby, or Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. So it's got two different prop settings it can go to, being the same prop, but two different setups. So I have not worked on these three parts yet, or the lift setup. So that's a lot more to do, but you'll be able to see in the viewfinder what you're shrinking from the Handycam. Let's go ahead and show you what we got. So there's a couple little light issues I have, like this one only goes on when you activate the sound. Now this one here activates the top of the laser, or here. As you hear, it has a pulsating sound, which I was going to take away by resistors for the speakers, but I like the sound of it, so I think I'm going to keep it. So I added this for just more animation, and then the light inside, that is not screen accurate. Then I have more to do. I got to hook this up to a switch. I'll show you the nozzle. Now technically this is supposed to rotate, not the blue, but it gives it a spiral feeling. The Etsy kit that I bought did not work out the way I had hoped. Now when I get the power source for the laser, it'll go through these sites. They're not hooked up right. And then it'll go inside of there and come out through the center, just like you see in the movie. So the activation for the laser is going to be here. So you basically turn the key on and flip this up like they do in the movie. Now this will have lights. It's not finished, but this is accurate to the controller in the film. It's almost done from part 1. And again, the part 2 control panel. So all of the gauges work. Everything fluctuates like it's supposed to. And then I'll show you the blast. Now the blast is controlled separately here on the side. So as you see there. I'll show you again. So again, not too bad. A lot more going on with this shrink machine as far as electronics. Oh, one other thing here, which I still got to hook up to a power switch, which I'll install there. So that way, after this is painted, this will look correct to the film. So I got to work on these a little bit. They stick. So just other sounds to get attention. So that sound's actually from part 3. So this does sound from all 3 films, with also phrases.
380 in the lasers now, 600 volts.
So as you hear that, the crackling, the speakers that I bought are not great. So we still got to work on the sound. It's kind of crackly, kind of muffled. Not happy with that, but we'll get it fixed.
Now 600 volts.
So this will have an independent sound. There will be a generator set up down on the bottom that'll have an overload sound with smoke. There's a smoke machine inside of here that actually makes it look like Cryo 2 coming out, a liquid nitrogen, sorry, to give it the slow flow, really nice setup. And then it'll have a standard smoke machine down in the bottom. All can be controlled up here. There's a panel that will be installed here that I can activate the actuators to lift and lower. It'll be raising 6 inches and then drop back down. But having a 4-post system, I can actually make it adjust up and down to point down at the kids or back up. It'll have some more animation, and that'll just be a lot more fun while we're out at events. But not too bad this far. I mean, I'm on week, what, 14 for building this prop, and I'm extremely happy with the way it's come out. But really just getting this filled in and worked out so that way it looks correct is going to be another big part. It can't be too heavy because this is going to be on a separate plate that can be removed and again put into my SUV to film parts of Honey, I Blew Up the Baby in Las Vegas when we take it there. And then of course your viewfinder. So this side is 9 and 5 volts. This side will be 12 volts. So the smoke system will run off the 12 volts and all of these guys will run off 12 volts. So the power supply will be right here. Now I'm going to leave this one here because in the film it actually came down. This is the correct laser from the film. So that's pretty awesome. It's just buying this power supply is more expensive than the laser itself. Anyways, there it is. Just an update for the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids shrink machine.